G'day, my name's Craig John. I'm the agronomist for Cooper's Farm Supplies. I'm based at Mount Pleasant, South Australia, the northern part of the Adelaide Hills, near the Eden Valley region, which is just east of the Barossa Valley. We've got scale of grapevine production is a bit over 2,000 hectares. Harvest is a bit over 6,000 tonnes in the region. Key varieties in this region are Riesling, Chardonnay, Shiraz and Cab Sav. So last season we've had quite a high disease pressure season, being cooler, milder conditions and higher moisture. Powdery mildew is our main disease that shows up most years. Botrytis is always there too, but can be a problem in alternate seasons where we have late rains and wet conditions at harvest with splitting of berries. So with powdery and botrytis, we tend to have a very strong early program. We have traditionally used sulphur early in the season. For botrytis, our management's been traditionally products like Teldor and Scala over flowering. Now those products are still used, but we tend to use them now in a more strategic program with different modes of action, different chemistry. Traditionally we've had a lot of Group 11 strobilurin chemistry used for powdery mildew control, so we're sort of rotating a little bit away from some of that Group 11 chemistry and bringing in some newer modes of action, new chemistry. Lunar Experience provides some of that different modes of action chemistry to help with that disease tolerance or resistance. Lunar Experience brings in earlier disease protection and limits the actual disease pressure early in the season so that we have less disease later in the season. So Lunar provides both a product that's got good xylem mobility and good persistence with both the combination of that Group 3 and that Group 7 chemistry. Both germination of spores and also the spore production is reduced strongly with Lunar. So with managing powdery mildew and botrytis, we've quite often now with growers recommending to bring in a 4-spray program leading up to the start of flowering. We'll bring in quite often an early sulphur spray soon after bud burst, and that really holds back that latent period of powdery mildew as it goes through that first early stage of its build-up. And then we'll bring in the other chemistry for both powdery mildew and botrytis. And in particular with botrytis, we're looking for a real early control so it reduces the amount of infection we get at early flowering. Traditionally we've been bringing in Amistar, a Group 11 strobilurin as that option for that early flowering infection. With Lunar Experience, we're able to now bring in another lot of chemistry with new modes of action that we can rotate with Amistar and provide protection of those early flower parts leading into flowering from stopping botrytis coming in, and that then helps lessen the amount of disease infection of botrytis into late flowering and also at harvest time. Lunar Experience is unique to us in our spray programs. It's very strong on powdery mildew early in the season, but it also gives us an advantage that it's the only SDHI chemistry that we have available that will also help protect against botrytis early pre-flowering. That's a great advantage on a product like Lunar Experience. Where we've brought Lunar Experience into our spray programs pre-flowering, being very good with its compatibility with those downy mildew fungicides, and often we'll also put in foliar nutrient sprays as well. So the compatibility of Lunar Experience with both the downy mildew fungicides and nutrient sprays is very good. Being able to bring in new chemistry like Lunar Experience has really helped the program with a fungicide that's got really strong activity on disease germination and strong on the sporulation of that disease. This new chemistry gives us that ability to get on top of that disease early and then reduce the chances of trying to chase disease late in the season, which can quite often be very difficult for growers and costly to growers. The Lunar Experience gives us the benefit over other fungicides by having that DMI combination with the SDHI chemistry. Long-term protection is what we're looking for in a product for disease control.